Good evening. I'm Makiba McCrary, Chief of Learning and Community Engagement, and I'd like to welcome you to our 9th annual Diwali celebration. And while we can't be in person like we were last year, we still want to celebrate with you. Diwali at the MFA celebrates an ancient festival of lights observed around the world by many cultures and religions. On Diwali, Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, and Jains light a diya with family and friends, celebrating the triumph of light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance, and good over evil. The MFA is delighted to be welcoming visitors back into our galleries to enjoy Art of America's Wing and special exhibitions Writing the Future, Basquiat and the Hip Hop Generation, and Monet in Boston, Lasting Impression. Thank you to our incredible partner, SubDrift Boston, and all of the dancers, artists, and performers highlighted in tonight's program. We are grateful for your collaboration. I would also like to thank our generous sponsor. Please join me in acknowledging Chase for making this evening possible. You stepped up and said you believe in us, and for that, we are profoundly grateful.
Good evening. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Makiba, for the introduction. My name is Richard Goyle, and I'm the branch manager of Chase's Downtown Crossing location. Chase is so delighted to be part of the 9th Annual Museum of Fine Arts Diwali Cultural Celebration. Diwali has always been a big part of my family traditions, and it always reminded me of a fairy tale where light overcomes darkness and good triumphs over evil. It's a hopeful occasion filled with light and love while being surrounded by those closest to me. Even though we are celebrating virtually this year, occasions like these are particularly important for bringing the community together, especially now, and Chase is a proud sponsor of this event for its 2nd year in a row. As we continue to expand our presence in the region, with more than 60 new branches and more than 350 new hires, we value our ongoing partnership with the City of Boston and the museum. In recent months, we've been proud sponsors of the museum's September Night series and more recently, Latinx Heritage Night. Thank you for joining us today, and special thanks to our programming partner, SubDrift, the featured artists, and the MFA for giving Chase the opportunity to be part of today's celebration. May this Diwali illuminate your life and home. Have a safe and happy Diwali.
Hi, happy Diwali. I'm Bunty Singh. I use he, him pronouns.
Hello, everyone. Adi Nochur, and I use he, him pronouns, and happy Diwali Tal.
Hi, everyone. My name's Payal Kumar, and I use they, them pronouns.
Hey, my name is Ali Khan, and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, my name is Selva Tareen, and I use she, her pronouns.
We want to welcome you, happy Diwali, to our 4th annual Diwali collaboration with our dear friends at the MFA.
We're so thrilled to be back as Subcontinental Drift Boston, aka SubDrift. We're part of a national movement that's building creative community amongst South Asians across the country through open mics and other events that really provide platforms for artistic expression.
We're here today with the MFA and with all of you to celebrate Diwali, which is the start of a series of holidays across the South Asian subcontinent that bring together faith-based communities. You know, just like this time, we like to bring together different communities through the power of the arts. One of the major themes of Diwali is the triumph of light over darkness, and we like to spread light by uplifting creative voices within our communities. Voices of different languages, age groups, and mediums, and we're really excited to share that with you tonight.
If you enjoyed tonight's program, you can find us on social media, where we post updates about our artists, our community, and our events. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the handle @SubDriftBoston.
And after tonight's program, we also welcome you to join our monthly virtual open mic tonight at 7:30 at the URL tinyurl.com/virtual subdrift BO. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, my name is Agnay Mulay and I'm a singer-songwriter from New Delhi, and I'm super excited to be celebrating Diwali at the MFA. And I'd love to thank the MFA Boston and Subcontinental Drift Boston for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful event. Diwali is usually the time of the year when we go back to our families and we it's no matter where you are in the world, it's usually the time that you try to get back home to your family and have a wonderful dinner and have, light diyas and just celebrate. And we also tend to light firecrackers. But yeah, it's especially for students studying abroad, it's also the time of the year when we tend to miss our families the most if we can't go back home. And so I'm going to present the song to you called Ye Jo Desh Hai Tera by A.R. Rahman from the movie Swades, which talks about the bond that you have with your country and with your family and your people.
ये जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश है तेरा तुझे है पुकारा ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता ये जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश है तेरा तुझे है पुकारा ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता मिट्टी की है जो खुशबू तू कैसे बुलाएगा तू जाए कहीं जाए तू लौट के आएगा नई नई राहों में दबी दबी आहों में खोए खोए दिल से तेरे कोई ये कहेगा ये जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश है तेरा तुझे है पुकारा ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता ये पल है वही जिसमें है छुपी पूरी एक सदी सारी जिंदगी तू न पूछ रास्ते में काहे आए हैं इस तरह दोराहे तू ही तो है राह जो सुझाए तू ही तो है अब जो ये बताए आवाज दे तुझे बुलाए वही दे ये जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश है तेरा तुझे है पुकारा ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता ये जो देश है तेरा स्वदेश है तेरा तुझे है पुकारा ये वो बंधन है जो कभी टूट नहीं सकता
लेना जाना नहीं थे शोर मच जाएगा घर बाजार में भी कर लेना जाना नहीं थे शोर मच जाएगा हर कोई आशिक हर कोई आशिक हर कोई आशिक तुझे तेरे घर तक छोड़ने आएगा घर बाजार में भी कर लेना जाना नहीं थे शोर मच जाएगा
तो बताओ मुझे क्या मैं करूँ इसका अपने ड्रामों में है बस नहीं जिसका कोई तो बताओ मुझे क्या मैं करूँ इसका अपने तो कहना मुझे फिर
gonna be the same way? Yeah. Make two big L's. Bring them together at 90 degrees. And then twist so your palms face you. Here, your other hand comes together and brings out your fingers. And it's like a little tail at the back. Turn your hand on its side. And this hand, you're gonna bring these two.
My name is Hafsa Arain, and thank you to the MFA for inviting me to perform for its annual Diwali celebration. The piece that I'm performing today is a work of nonfiction about coming out, about family, and about growth. 1. I am a very late bloomer, though seemingly every time I admit to it, at 25, at 27, at 31, the following years bring new things, new persons to bloom into, new persons to become. I have never stopped blooming. 2. Last year, I came out to my family. To my mother and father, I wrote a letter in very shaky Urdu. I left it on the table where we eat breakfast and dinner together, where we have done that since we moved to that house when I was 10. I placed the letter on the table after my parents had gone to bed, knowing they would be the first to wake up. My brother was in the kitchen while I carefully leaned the envelope against the napkin stand. "Are you sure about this?" he asked me. "You don't have to." But how to explain to him that I both had to do it and wanted to do it, and had absolutely no obligation to do it at the same time? It couldn't be put into words, so I nodded at his acknowledgement and left the letter there. I stayed awake all night, heart pounding like I had run a race, counting the spots on the ceiling, leftover spots from the glow-in-the-dark stars that my sister and I had used to illuminate the bedroom sky in middle school. I counted them one by one, remember buying them from a shop at the mall with my Eid money. The same day that I bought black lipstick and a black choker necklace, which I would apply on the bus on the way to school, so that my mother wouldn't see in the mornings. So I left the letter there for her, so that she would see me. 3. A few weeks ago, my parents told my siblings and me over FaceTime that they will be moving back to Pakistan when my father retires. We bought a house in North Karachi, they say. Afterwards, I asked my mother if this is what she really wants. After 30 years of living in the suburbs of Chicago, after 30 years of building her life here, was she really ready for it to be over? Was she ready to move away from all of her friends that she had in her neighborhood, away from the Korean family next door, away from her job at the grocery store? She assures me that she will be fine, but I insist that she will not be fine. How could she go so far away? How could she be okay with going so far away? In America, she has become a different person. It's here that she discovered who she was, found what she is good at, developed as an adult. I recall her 50th birthday when she told me that she was looking forward to the next decade because she had given up pleasing other people. "Don't wait until 50 to learn what I learned," she told me. I am afraid that she will lose some of these parts of herself if she goes. It is a version of herself that she fought to achieve. But I must remember that when you have done so much work on yourself, it cannot go away so easily. There are only more yous to adapt into, new persons to become. 4. Early in the summer, I reorganized my bookshelf and found a bookmark that my mother had given me when I was young, about 6 years old. I had chosen it at a Barnes & Noble. My mother had taken my sister and me there after school one day. When we walked in, I distinctly remember being unable to hold back my glee at rows upon rows of bookshelves. I'd never seen so many books in my life, and I wanted to read all of them. I begged my mother for one after another, watching her as she grew more and more anxious. After looking through the prices of each book, my mother directed us to the spinning plastic shelf full of bookmarks. It was the only thing she could afford to give us. An overpriced, mass-produced bookmark. I chose the one with Pink Panther on the front. My mother cites that time in the bookstore as a time when she knew who I would become. When I got into a PhD program, in lieu of congratulations or an exclamation of pride, she simply said, "Oh, I knew that you would." Sometimes I think it's easier to see the potential of others than it is to see it in yourself. And when you can see it in someone in that way, it's like being a fortune teller. You see them in their present, and then you see them 25 or 30 years from now. And sometimes all you want to do is shout, "I have seen you, and look how beautiful and wonderful and accomplished you are." But they won't know that yet. You have to let them bloom. Thank you.
Namaskar. I want to wish all of you a very happy and safe Diwali with your families and friends. I want to thank the Museum of Fine Arts Boston for giving all of us this opportunity to connect virtually and come together as a community and celebrate Diwali. My name is Sujata Kumar, and I will be performing a song today, Ghar More Pardesiya, to a karaoke track. This song was originally penned by Amitabh Bhattacharya and set to tune by Preetham Chakrabarti. This song was sung by two very prominent Bollywood musicians, Shreya Ghoshal and Vaishali Made. Hope you enjoy it.